Hello, welcome back to our weekly witnessing tip. I'm Gina.
And I'm Mark. Gina, how was your Memorial Day weekend?
It was great. Yeah, got some gardening done and graduation parties and time with friends.
Oh, good.
How about you?
Yes, mine was good too, and it's interesting that I think we kind of lost the original intent of Memorial Day. I think most of us know that Memorial Day was there to, honor the war dead, the people who died for us, and to keep our freedom. And I think that's what we can take off on this week. And the word I want to impress upon people is the word vicarious. Now that's a word we don't use too often, but can you think of a time when you have used the idea of vicarious?
I think the only thing I can really think of is the parent who's living vicariously through their child, like in their sports career or their grades.
Yeah, and sometimes that is really hard on the child. I mean, and that's probably in modern society, that's when vicarious is used. But in the religious world, as Christians, we often talk about the vicarious atonement of Jesus, that he died as our substitute. That's really what vicarious means, that he's our substitute. But Mormonism uses the word also. Now, they don't use the idea of vicarious atonement. What they talk about is a vicarious work that they do in the temple. And the vicarious work that they do in the temple is for the dead. But I think we can use that. Because if, for example, if they did an eternal marriage for a dead couple, a deceased couple, that couple will never have to do that marriage because they already have it. Vicarious means it's been done, you don't have to do it. And that's how we can use this, because Mormonism does not teach the vicarious atonement. They say we have to do something in order to be saved. But we can come and talk about vicarious means no, it's been done and you don't have to do it anymore. And we can point to their temple work as they do that.
Okay, so will they immediately understand this point if we use the word vicarious?
Probably not.
Okay.
But I'm not. That shouldn't discourage us, because then we can just say, well, we read about the vicarious work you do in the temple, and then as you use that illustration, they probably will catch on quicker than anything else we do, because they realize that once they have done that work, it's done. It doesn't have to be repeated. And that's a fact you really want to make when you use the word vicarious. It's been done and does not have to be repeated. That's really the key to this. And when we apply it to Jesus, it's been done. You don't have to do anything. Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah.
And you are going to expand on this a little more in your blog this week.
Yeah, right. I'm planning on expanding on this because we really haven't talked much about the idea of using vicarious and witnessing, and I really think it has a lot of potential. So we will be expanding on it in the blog coming out later this week.
Yeah, so be sure to check that out, an added resource for your tool belt.
Right.
Okay.
There you go.
Thanks for joining us. We'll see you next time.
Have a great week.
Bye.